Hi, everyone, and welcome to the session. Really looking forward to sharing a piece of our journey today, all about one of the things that's really helping us in transforming Vodafone into a global technology and a digital-first company. Start with a couple of intros. I'm Ben Connolly. I'm head of digital engineering at Vodafone here in the UK. And that means I get to build and lead the teams that build our digital channels and the platforms that they sit on, as well as drive a bunch of the newer ways of working and techniques that help us drive software engineering at the heart of how we deliver to customers. I'm a software engineer myself, passionate about technology, but it's fair to say I've been on a bit of a journey myself, personally and professionally here at Vodafone, with one of the most exciting parts of my job now being able to help find ways to allow teams to really fuel themselves, drive the company forward in ways I probably wouldn't have even dreamed of myself. And my role now is one where I'm constantly learning about new ways of working and how to improve. And for me, that really is the best place to be. And so I'll hand over to Sabina to say hi.
Hi, thanks, Ben. It's an honor to be here and to have this great opportunity to talk to you about driving cultural revolution via OKRs in Vodafone. But before we do that, I am one of the Agile lead coaches in Vodafone within digital engineering area. And let me tell you a little bit why I actually joined Vodafone. This was about 2 years ago in April 2019. One of the kind of promises for Vodafone was future is exciting. And even though we all entered, sadly, a global pandemic with COVID having hit the world last year, more than ever at that time, I actually felt the mission of Vodafone, what it stands for, which is connecting the world for a better future. I felt that kind of connectivity and keeping everybody going. And now where it's going on next in terms of what's dear to my heart, together we can, it's something that we really, really believe within digital engineering in Vodafone. And one of the other reasons why I joined was I wanted to work for an inspirational leader, especially somebody whose kind of passion and drive is empowering his or her own people. And that's Ben Connolly here. So that's why it's an honor to be here together with Ben to tell you our story. On that note, I'm going to hand over to Ben, who's going to talk about Vodafone's ambitions and what the future holds for us.
Yeah, thanks, Sabina. Right, so I'll give an idea of where we're going, so you can see why some of the steps that we're taking are so important to us, and we believe in them so much. Like I mentioned, our journey really can be summarized as one where we'll become a technology business first and foremost, one that happens to be in the communications industry rather than one that's defined by that. We call that being a tech comms company, but you get our meaning. For us, that means putting our customer experience first and a digital experience at that, changing how we serve our customers and interacting with them on their terms, really, rather than on ours. It also means really genuinely becoming a product-led company, really focused on the value we're adding, moving to a real persistent focus on those products, rather than more of a transient business case by business case model. And fundamental to that is becoming a software engineering business at our core, really. Historically, like all telcos, we focused on our network first and foremost, but we're full steam ahead really on transforming that perspective with our networks and the products and services that we offer to support that being driven from a software and technology first angle. It's a really exciting and super ambitious journey, one that's touching probably and influencing every single corner of the company currently. We've come a long way already, and we've learned a heck of a lot as well, including, I'd say, a lot about ourselves in the process, not least about how to affect change in a company like ours, which can often seem easy, but in practice has a number of hurdles, any one of which can limit or even prevent sometimes success happening altogether. And one of the key things personally has been, for me, I think, is to recognize that this isn't a single big transformation. It's more likely a series of probably thousands of micro transformations, small steps, minor victories that culminate together to affect real change organizationally and culturally. So the key really has been how to unlock those and how to ensure that when we do, they're all targeted towards the same outcomes that we're chasing. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So as we can see, just for a bit of added context, really, you can see here that our focus on software engineering as a capability within Vodafone has really started the motor. A few years ago, it's fair to say that proportionally across all of the 26 markets in Vodafone, we had very few software engineering roles delivering IT solutions. When it came to the IT side of the business, in fact, we've been used to more of a delivery culture, I'd say, where our people are there to drive the technical direction and to protect Vodafone's interests, but not necessarily to be hands-on with our own proprietary systems, building them from the ground up. That's changing quickly now, as you can see, with a really ambitious recruitment drive worldwide, and a really great opportunity for our own people to upskill into new areas as well, which is happening across the organization now. Some fantastic examples of people moving roles and changing their focus for their careers. Within digital engineering in the UK, for example, we've gone from around 6 to around nearly 200 roles in engineering in the last 2.5 years, with lots more to come. And we've changed the way we work with our partners as well, to instead now augment, I'd say, our own capacity for engineering, rather than hand out work packages and wait for them to be delivered back to us. So across the globe, we're scaling out our engineering practice, as you can see. We expect that in the coming years, we'll have around 40% of Vodafone's people in purely software engineering roles, which for us is an absolutely huge shift. And actually, one of the biggest shifts of all is not the numbers, but of course, what that means for us culturally. Of course, our real culture is our people. And so with our culture almost organically changing around us with all of these new colleagues, as we grow with new skills, with new preferences, with new ambitions of our teams and our